World War II is arguably the most transformative conflict in human history because its effects were truly global and touched nearly every aspect of modern life. Before World War II, much of the world was controlled by a handful of European empires. The war bankrupted these nations and fatally weakened their ability to rule distant colonies, leading to the wave of decolonization that reshaped the globe. In the place of the old empires, two nations emerged as dominant global forces: the United States and the Soviet Union. The development and use of nuclear weapons at Hiroshima and Nagasaki introduced the possibility of humanity's self-annihilation and fundamentally changed the nature of warfare. The victory against the Axis powers was followed immediately by a bitter ideological struggle between the two remaining superpowers. The Cold War fueled proxy wars, a massive nuclear arms race, and the space race, which accelerated technological development. While World War II had the most comprehensive impact, other conflicts could also claim the title of the war that changed human history. World War I, 1914 to 1918, this was the war that set the stage for the 20th century. It destroyed four great empires: Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman, German, Russian, led to the Russian Revolution and the rise of communism, and created the volatile political conditions in Europe, especially the harsh treatment of Germany, that directly led to World War II. It was also the first industrial war, introducing modern mechanized slaughter. The Peloponnesian War, 431 to 404 BCE, this devastating conflict between Athens and Sparta didn't just weaken the Greek city-states. It so thoroughly exhausted them that they became vulnerable to conquest by Philip II of Macedon, father of Alexander the Great. This ended the golden age of Athens and shifted the center of Greek, and subsequently Western, civilization. The Punic Wars, 264 to 146 BCE, the wars between Rome and Carthage were a struggle for supremacy in the Mediterranean. Rome's decisive victory, culminating in the complete destruction of Carthage, removed its only major rival and set Rome on an irreversible path to becoming a vast empire. Without this victory, the Roman Empire, and all it entailed for law, language, and culture, might never have come to be. The Mongol conquests, 13th century, this wasn't one war but a series of campaigns that created the largest contiguous land empire in history. While incredibly destructive, it also unified much of Eurasia under one rule, facilitating unprecedented cultural exchange and trade along the Silk Road. It connected East and West more directly than ever before, spreading ideas, technologies like paper money and gunpowder, and even the plague. If changed human history means reshaping the entire planet's political, social, and existential landscape simultaneously, then World War II is the strongest answer. It ended the age of empires, ushered in the nuclear age, and created the bipolar world that defined the second half of the 20th century. We are still living in the world that World War II built. However, history is a chain. World War II cannot be understood without World War I. The Roman Empire cannot be understood without the Punic Wars. Each of these conflicts was a hinge upon which the door to the future swung.